Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I am back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. If they're jealous of what you do, they'll minimize it and make it seem like you aren't up to nothing. All right, there will be trolls, people who troll you in real life and try to make it seem like what you're doing isn't worth much. They want you to feel that you aren't really doing as good as you think you are when you are. Some people want you to stay in a constant state of not being good enough, not thinking you're going to make it, not thinking that your time is going to come, or just thinking that what you're doing has no value because they haven't found what they're good at yet, or they aren't able to provide any value yet. Maybe they haven't reached a level that you have that they would want for themselves or that they see themselves at. Maybe you have accomplished something so big to them in their sight, but you're humble about it, so it doesn't really register to you. But to them, it's everything. To them, it's what they live for. They desire and require that attention. Okay, they need attention, but for what? What would you do with that attention? What would you do with all eyes on you? What would you do with it? What would you do when all eyes were on you? Like, what would you do? So, the fact that they're trying to minimize your success, no matter how big or how small, I don't care if it's a baby turtle size success. A success is a success. But people will minimize what you do if they're jealous. Oh, well, I'm going to one up you and rub this in your face and make you feel like you aren't doing much or you aren't up to anything, when indeed you are, and you're growing, and it's showing. You're growing, and people are able to notice that you're about to blow. Something good is about to happen to you. A lot of good things are going to happen to your life. And it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to be successful at something. As long as you keep a successful mindset, and as long as you keep the spirit of success and a positive attitude, and you're in the right atmosphere and around the right people, your life is going to turn in what it's supposed to be. Even if you have to be by yourself until the right people come into play, your life is going to turn into what it's supposed to be. Even if you get around the people who you're not supposed to be around, it's just going to be a lesson, and your life is still going to turn into what it's supposed to be. You are preordained and predestined to become what you are destined to become. You cannot be stopped from becoming what you were put here to be. It's impossible. You were put here to be great. You were put here to do something amazing, and that's what it is. You don't have to be Martin Luther King. You don't have to be Malcolm X. You're probably going to be greater than them. You don't have to be JFK. You're probably going to be greater than them. All right. Some people don't understand what your idea of greatness is. Just because you want to be great, they put all these ideas and labels on you, and their mind gets to working. You could be whatever it is you want to be. You could talk about being great and be the greatest skateboarder there ever was. You could talk about being great and be a boxer, be an artist, be a musician, whatever. You don't have to, just because you believe in yourself doesn't mean you have to be some political figure. But you have people with no imagination who try to have one when it comes to disrespecting or belittling others. You have people who have no imagination trying to use their imagination when it comes to belittling others. You have people who aren't creative until at times. Uh-oh. Until a time comes for them to try to take a dump on somebody. Like you're not using your mind or being creative until the time comes around for you to hate on a person or for you to take a dump on someone or make them feel bad about themselves. That's the only time you choose to be creative. Anyway, they don't have much creative style. They're not able to come up with ideas like you, and they're not able to be great like you, so they shun you for being great. They shun you for trying. And it's like, if a person's not out here killing people or harming people or just being negative, what's wrong with what they're doing? You may not like it. Keep your opinion to yourself. What they're doing is helping somebody. But that's the peanut gallery. That's life. That is believing in yourself and going out to do something other than be normal. Like SpongeBob, hi, I'm normal. Okay? It is what it is. There's a backlash to being you. There's a backlash to wanting to be you. It is what it is. Everybody has something that they're here to do. Everybody has something that they're supposed to be doing. And once you find out what that is for you, when you go to do it, there's going to be backlash. People are going to feel how they feel about it. They're going to have their words to say about it. Oh, I think this about them. I think that about them. You have to not care about that. You got to get to the point where it's like they could say something out loud for you to hear it. You just grab your food and go. Well, oh well. What can you really do about it? It's the world. It's the world stage. People are going to judge you whether you do something or not. They're going to hate you whether you live your life or not. They're going to have something to say about you whether you choose to be successful or not. If you sit on that couch inside all day and don't hear a word that they say, people are still going to be talking about you. That's crazy, right? They still gonna have something to say whether you stay inside all day. They will still have something to say. So it just shows you that when you're doing something positive or you're doing something you want to do or you're being yourself and you love what you do, if you love what you do, and people still got something negative to say, like Bernie Mac said, people don't like you, come, come, put them upside the wall, come. I'm like, okay, Bernie, you got a little descriptive with that one, but if people don't like you, forget them. Control, Alt, delete them from your mind. You know, the button, you got to hit one with your pinky, Control, Alt, delete. You got to spread that hand out. Control, Alt, delete. People will be jealous. They'll get jealous. And that's just what happens when you're on your way to becoming successful and doing well. People will think they can handle being around you, but they can't. And they're going to have the nerve to say you can't handle them when it was them that couldn't handle you. Maybe y'all couldn't handle each other. I don't know. But um, if they're jealous of you, they're going to try to minimize what it is you do. I don't minimize what anybody does, but I'm not going to allow you to rub it in my face. I'm not going to allow you to one up me. I'm not going to allow you to make me feel like I'm jealous when it's the 87th time you're bringing up something to combat how you feel about the amount of success I've obtained. If you're jealous, say so. If you have hate in your heart, let it out. If you're jealous, let it out. If you're jealous of someone, that means you want their success. Go get it for yourself. There's enough success out there for everyone. Somebody becoming something that they want for themselves isn't stopping you from doing it for you. It's just some people get caught up in the person over the person that's done it. This person has done it, and they get caught up over it and totally deny it for themselves. That energy of you getting caught up over somebody else's success is the spark for you to become motivated to go do it and become it for yourself. You don't waste time being upset over what somebody else has created. You take that and you go create it for yourself. That's what that's about. That's what that's supposed to make you feel like. Oh, I feel some type of way towards what he got. Let me go get it for myself. I'm able minded, able bodied by the grace of God. I can go out and create for me. That's what your mind is for. That's what your body is for. Your arms, legs, hands, feet. They're all for you to get up and go out and get something and become something and do something so you can have something, not to be jealous over somebody. And then you'll have people who have way more than you feel some type of way because you can do this one little thing that they haven't been able to do yet, or they don't feel that they can do it or don't know how to do it. They'll have this one little thing. Again, they'll have this big thing against you over one little small thing that you can do. They'll have the whole world ahead of them, whole world in front of them. They'll have their whole life ahead of them and be blessed beyond measure and still find fault with you because of something they can't do. They'll be mad over something that they can't do. And now they'll have this beef with you and jealousy, or they might just be upset because maybe you have more um, opportunity that they would like you to have. Maybe you have more opportunity than them. Maybe they're upset because they feel they're at a disadvantage, so they have to create lies and try to paint you out to be somebody that you're not because they can't keep up with you. So now they have to convince themselves that you're the problem when it's them, because they have a jealousy issue. And you can see it. It's going to show itself. It might be hard to detect at first, but it's going to show itself. People are going to be commenting on what you do and how they feel about it and how they wish they could this and that, and them doing it. And if a person keeps talking about something that you do, when a person keeps talking about something that you do, peep the energy behind it. Don't brush that under the rug. When someone talks about how you do something, oh, I really wish I could do that. Really watch how, if somebody's like, man, I wish I could do that, versus, oh yeah, I wish I could do that. Like, you really have to peep the energy people are coming in, and don't be so caught up over the presence of a person. It's very nice to be around people, and people have a wonderful, amazing presence. People may look really nice. They may drive a nice car. They may have the opportunity that it looks like you're looking for, but peep their energy, peep how they're moving. This person could have it all, but be extremely destructive to you, when all you were supposed to do was look at this person for motivation and see where you're about to be. When people have things, just, congratulate it and keep it moving. Not everyone is an opportunity for you to be blessed by. Not everyone is meant for you to meant not everyone is meant to be a blessing to you. Maybe they're meant to be a blessing to someone else, but they may not be meant as a blessing for you. This person may actually be a lesson to you. And the lesson is that you have to be able to pick up and see when someone might feel some type of way about your gift. Not, we all don't have the same gifts. Some people have different gifts. Some people aren't aware of their gifts. Some people have multiple gifts, which we all do, but some people aren't aware of their gifts. Some people are just aware of their body. Some people are just aware of their physical, all right, their appearance. Some people think, their gift is who they are on the outside, and that's a part of it, but there's more to it than that. The outside is just to magnify the creator and what he's able to do. It's a tool for you to bring other people into him, by showing them what he's allowed you to be able to do. When you figure out that gift, that creative ability, you learn how to do that Muay Thai, that karate, that create my own fight now, that karate, or that piano playing, or those BMX bike moves. Once you learn how to operate the God in you, that's for you to bring people into him by showing the capabilities he allowed you to tap into and possess. It all ties back to him. People could not like it if they want to. People could not want to talk about him if they want to. People could feel about it however they want to. It all ties back into him. I don't care if you making mirrors look good, you know, well, whatever skill you possess, whatever level of greatness you achieve, it all ties back into him, because that ability that allows you to be great in you is him in the first place. However you want to look at it. I'm atheist. I just do real good. Well, that power that allows you to do real good it comes from something. It's a substance we all come from and a source we all come from. And some people see that source activated within you and get jealous of it because it makes you shine. It makes you bright, makes you smile, makes you feel good about yourself because you're moving up using the powers that are within you. The power and presence within you, you're using it. It wants to be used. It wants you to use it till you use it up. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on, because the force is so strong. Don't stop till you get enough. You talk about people that recognize the force in them. He recognized the force in him. Chris Brown picking up right where he left off. It's never going to die. And you know how many people want to be Chris Brown? That spirit is here to stay. Taking your girl each and every day. It's like, nah, nah. I hope that's not why that spirit's here. Anyway, all right. Believe in your ability, man. You believe in yourself. You don't have to be jealous of other people. A person might be jealous of you just because of how much you are able to believe in yourself and the ability of confidence that you have. Don't underestimate it. Don't take it for granted. Somebody out there wants it. They want it bad. But what they really want is to be able to find it within themselves. It's there and they'll find it, but it's going to be in the time that they find it. You can't be mad at other people for finding that spark within themselves that's in each and every one of us. It's in each and every one of us. You're hating on yourself. You mad at somebody else for being successful. What you really see is that part of you haven't tapped into yet. What you really see is that part of you haven't tapped into yet. What you really see is the part of yourself that you need to tap into. When you see somebody winning, you see someone successful, you see someone doing their thing, you see someone living the life you'd like for yourself, you see someone living the dream reality. That's a part of you that you haven't tapped into yet. They've tapped into it for themselves. You have to do the same thing. Tap into that part of your mind and see yourself the way they see themselves. How you see yourself inwardly is how you're going to appear to others and yourself outwardly when you look in the mirror. All starts up here. People who are jealous, their mind is unorganized. Somebody that's jealous is undisciplined and unorganized. Discipline is a key factor in your life, and it needs to be a key factor in your life. If they're jealous of what you do, they'll minimize it and make it seem like you aren't up to nothing. Some people get into your life and they just ruin it and destroy it and turn it into shambles because they're jealous of what you are able to do. And they want to see you come from the top all the way down to where they're at, to the very bottom. They want to see you hit bikini bottom, rock bottom. You remember what was beneath bikini bottom? The rock bottom. They want to see you hit rock bottom. But the thing is, you're going to make it out of everything they try to put you through, and you're going to come back 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, 100,000 times stronger, million times stronger, a billion times stronger, a trillion times stronger. You can come back as strong as you want, because they can't stop someone who's unstoppable. And if you're unstoppable in your mind, it's a wrap. They might be able to create some unfortunate circumstances, which you have to work your way out of. You may even put yourself into some unfortunate circumstances you have to work your way out of, that they might have just been attached to, or they may not be attached to at all. Maybe it's all you. But guess what? If they're jealous of you, they will try to minimize what you're doing. You keep working your way to the top. You keep grinding. You keep going hard. The devil tried to send people to stop you and get in your way, and it still didn't work. You value your success greater than anything, and that's going to save you. As long as you have the right intentions and you're doing it for the right reasons, success will save you. If you have balance in your life, people may try to come into your life and tell you you need balance, but you're already balanced. You can't try to balance something that's already balanced. You already have balanced. It's just what they want isn't fitting in to your life because it's not supposed to. How do you already have balance and somebody's going to tell you you need balance, but what they're telling you you need balance for is knocking you off balance? They're trying to unbalance you. They're not trying to balance you. They're trying to balance you on their balance beam, which is going to make you fall off. We make it sense today. All right. They're jealous of you and they're trying to make you fall off. You need balance. Balance for what? So I could fall off and you could try to pick me up where I fell off at? No. They want to pick you up where you fell off at because you're more malleable, more usable, more better for what they want, because they're jealous of you and they rather you fall. They rather you go low. They rather you go to no, have nothing, so they can have control over you and make you what they want you to be and crush you into nothing, crush you into dust. They want to turn you into a vagabond. They want to drive past you and see you on side of the road one day because they're jealous and they hate to see good things happen to you. Even some of those that think they want the best for you and think they like you, they'll get around you for long enough and you'll see them horns pop up, the halo go down. Halo just, you don't know where the halo went. This went from a halo to a hey no. Just two horns popping up. That's all you see now. And it's sad, but it happens. It's sad, but it happens. Not few many people dare to control their demons. People think they are or think they do, but people don't want to accept when it's demon time for real. You talking about demon time? Demon time is a bad thing. Demon time is when you know you fall short and you got to re-examine your ways and you got to distance yourself from people to not hurt anyone and get yourself together. That's demon time. When you feel them spirits taking hold of you and it's like, okay, it's getting out of hand or it's getting out of order, or I'm ashamed of myself because I did something that I wasn't supposed to do, or I did something that was beneath me, and you take that shame and you don't put yourself down for it, but you lift yourself up. You by exalting the only one who can heal you and cure you of the dark nature that we all have, you know? Call on your higher self, call on God, call on the Most High, and you do that inner work that we all have to do. That's demon time. Working on yourself during the what do they call it? The dark night of the soul or something like that. When something ain't right and you gotta fix you within you for you, so that way you could be a better you around other people in real life, not just on the internet. Like somebody put in my chat the other day, be a good person in real life, not online. Yo, that's what I'm striving towards, sir. I hope you are too. I hope, I hope we all are. That comment felt a little sideways, but it is what it is. I didn't even address it that day, but I'm addressing it now. Be a good person on, or not just online, but in real life. That's the goal. Of course, it's better to be a good person online in the confounds of your own home. Of course, that's when you should be your best. when you're away from the ills of the world and the darkness that's out there in this world. There's a lot of good out there in this world. I know there's a lot of we speak on a lot of things for people to be aware on just for the sake of not being manipulated. But the reason why I talk about things that may appear as negative or things that are negative is so that way you don't get tripped up in it, and that way you could stay in the light. You may not be able to watch this channel every day. This is a good channel. It's a great channel. Maybe you can't watch it every day. All right, this channel isn't to make anybody live in darkness or woe is me or self pity. No, this is for you to be aware of things to watch out for, to stay on your P's and Q's, and to keep the light shining and to keep your good your life as good as it can be and stay as positive as you can be. And people can make fun of it, oh, Mr. Positive and all that other corny jack stuff. People can make fun of that, but it is what it is. It works for me. And if you watch my videos, then this is something that most likely, more than likely, works for you. So whatever works for you, use it. If it don't work for you, hey, don't tune in. But if it works for you and you like the things that I say, watch my videos, hit the like button, hit the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right? But when people are jealous of you, they're gonna get funny. All right, they're gonna get funny, and it's gonna get harder and harder for them to hide it. They're gonna try to hide that, but they're not gonna be able to. They're gonna try to hide it, but it's not gonna be something that's gonna happen. All right, you're gonna be able to. If you're a seer, you're gonna be able to see through it. And as much as this person is trying to, keep this thing hidden, they're gonna get mad because you can see it. When you can see who they truly are, they're gonna get mad and they're gonna gaslight you because you can see through their mask and you can see through the facade. And instead of working on themselves and accepting that they got some character disorder, that they need to change. Everybody might be a little neurotic, but some people have character disorders, whether they're aware of it or not. And sometimes people become aware of it and they're not ready to change because it's going to bring too much issues to the surface. So what they'll do is they'll deflect it on you and try to make it seem like you're the issue, when in all actuality they need to self-reflect and deal with their inner trauma and truly heal, not move from person to person, not make somebody make not try to make someone give them what they feel they need. They need to take the time to self-reflect and heal and deal with the damaged part of themselves. And we all do. We all do, man. This is something that we all have to do. This is a real talk, this is something that we all have to do. We all have to self-reflect and go within and work on ourselves and become a better person, you know. And this is something that you don't just do online. This is something that you do in real life. This is someone that you can actually be in real life. You can actually be peaceful. You can be what you want. So it is what it is with that. But people who are jealous of you, they'll get strange. They'll turn on you, and it'll be people who you least expect. But it's mostly people who try to get close to you, and people who are like trying to get close to you like real quick and real fast. Those situations and those opportunities really don't, for whatever reason, they don't really I'm not sure, maybe some of them will work, but to me, from what I've seen in my experience, things that happen fast kind of end just as fast, and they don't turn out how you would think, because either somebody might have been pressured, somebody might have felt bad for someone and just gave in. But as long as you keep it real and as long as you say what's on your mind and you speak your piece, then at the end of the day, you did all you could do. But make sure that not only do you speak your mind and say how you really feel, but you act on that as well. All right. Say how you feel and act on how you feel when it's not something negative, but something that you have to stand on and something that you have to do so you can continue to be yourself. That's something that we should all work on and we should take account of, so that way when jealous people are around and we're dealing with certain spirits, we'll just be able to cut people off and we'll be able to bounce and go live our life and deal without whatever that's plaguing us currently in that moment, you know? So it is what it is. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Smash that like button, smash that share button. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace, love, and light. We out.